April 25th, in history. In 1185, Japan's Genpei War reached its climax. Two powerful clans, the Minamoto and the Taira, had battled for 5 years to control the imperial throne. On April 25th, Minamoto archers devastated the Taira fleet. Defeated, Taira nobles leaped into the sea. Child Emperor Antoku drowned, ending Taira rule forever. Dan-no-ura ended noble court rule in Japan. Minamoto no Yoritomo established the first shogunate, launching 7 centuries of samurai governance. In 1507, a small printing house in Saint-Dié, France buzzed with scholars piecing together the known world as tales of a vast unknown landmass filtered in from Lisbon. Cartographer Martin Waldseemüller published his world map naming the new continents America, honoring explorer Amerigo Vespucci, the first to recognize them as a separate landmass. That single word reshaped human geography forever. The Waldseemüller map, called the birth certificate of the Americas, gave 2 continents and half the world's people their enduring name. In 1599, Oliver Cromwell was born in Huntingdon, England, to a modest gentry family in an era of royal absolute power. Cromwell led Parliament's armies to defeat King Charles I, then signed the King's death warrant in 1649, the first execution of an English monarch. Cromwell ruled as Lord Protector until 1658, permanently establishing that no monarch stands above Parliament, the bedrock of modern British democracy. In 1644, China's Ming Dynasty, nearly 3 centuries old, faced collapse. Rebel armies swept north as Emperor Chongzhen ruled a crumbling empire from Beijing's Forbidden City. Rebel leader Li Zicheng seized Beijing. Rather than surrender, Emperor Chongzhen climbed Coal Hill behind the Forbidden City and hanged himself from a lone tree, ending Ming rule. The Manchu Qing dynasty swept in, ruling China for 268 years. The Ming collapse reshaped Asia's political order and remains one of history's most dramatic imperial endings. In 1719, London was a city of storytellers and dreamers. Daniel Defoe, a journalist and pamphleteer, was about to change literature forever. On April 25, 1719, Defoe published Robinson Crusoe, a castaway's tale of survival on a deserted island. It became an immediate bestseller across all of England. Robinson Crusoe never went out of print. It launched an entire genre of survival and adventure fiction, inspiring centuries of storytellers worldwide. In 1859, Egypt stood at the crossroads of empire. European powers competed for faster trade routes to Asia, and the narrow isthmus of Suez held the key. On April 25th, Ferdinand de Lesseps turned the first symbolic spadeful of earth at Port Said, launching construction of a canal that would take 10 years and tens of thousands of workers to complete. Completed in 1869, the Suez Canal cut voyage times from Europe to Asia by weeks, reshaping global trade forever. It remains one of the world's most vital maritime arteries today. In 1920, European powers gathered in San Remo, Italy, to redraw the map of the former Ottoman Empire after World War I. The Allied Supreme Council formally granted Britain the mandate for Palestine, embedding the Balfour Declaration's promise of a Jewish national home into international law. The San Remo Resolution set in motion forces that shaped the modern Middle East, laying the political foundation for the eventual creation of the State of Israel. In 1945, with World War II nearing its end, 50 nations sent delegates to San Francisco to build a new world order. Delegates gathered in solemn assembly to draft the United Nations Charter, debating the rules that would govern global diplomacy and peace. The United Nations Charter was signed in June 1945, creating an institution that still shapes global diplomacy, peacekeeping, and human rights today. In 1953, Cambridge University buzzed with scientific rivalry. 2 young researchers raced to unlock life's deepest secret, the molecular structure of DNA. On April 25th, Watson and Crick published a 2-page paper in Nature revealing DNA's elegant double helix, 2 twisted strands, explaining how life copies itself. Their discovery launched modern genetics, enabling gene sequencing, cancer research, and medicine. In 1962, Watson, Crick, and Wilkins received the Nobel Prize. In 1954, Bell Laboratories in New Jersey was pushing the boundaries of physics. Scientists raced to harness an ancient, unlimited power source, the sun. On April 25th, Darrell Chapin, Calvin Fuller, and Gerald Pearson unveiled a silicon cell converting sunlight directly into electricity, efficiently enough to power real devices. The New York Times called it a new era. Decades later, solar panels now power millions of homes worldwide, reshaping how humanity generates energy. In 1961, Silicon Valley buzzed with invention. Robert Noyce at Fairchild Semiconductor was racing to solve a problem that had stumped engineers for years. On April 25, Noyce received patent 2,981,877, the monolithic integrated circuit, placing multiple transistors onto a single silicon chip, changing everything. That patent seeded the digital age. Today, every smartphone, laptop, and computer owes its existence to Noyce's chip etched on silicon. In 1990, humanity's greatest eye on the cosmos launched. Space Shuttle Discovery carried the Hubble Space Telescope into orbit, 340 miles above Earth. On April 25, Hubble was released into orbit. Despite a flawed mirror discovered later, a 1993 servicing mission restored its perfect vision. Hubble transformed cosmology forever. Its images revealed the universe's age, confirmed dark matter, and showed galaxies billions of light-years away.